here are the phases of patent litigation. The first, any litigation, federal litigation, you're going to have the pleading stage, where there's a complaint filed by the plaintiff, and the defendant has the opportunity to either move to dismiss the complaint or answer it. If it's answered, then the pleadings are closed and the parties move on. If I'm representing a defendant in a patent case, there are many opportunities for the defendant to get rid of the case at the outset. And it depends on the case, but I may recommend at the pleadings phase that the defendant move to dismiss the complaint if there's a legal argument that's not going to raise factual issues. If there are factual issues that are raised, then I would advise the defendant to simply answer and move on to the next phase, which would be the Markman phase, or it's also claim construction. This is where the trial court will construe the claim terms. And so what does that mean? It's really going to be dispositive in the case if the claim, the patent right, is it going to be construed broadly or narrowly? And so an example, I have a case right now that's pending, and the patent claim covers an adjustable head wrench. And one of the claim terms is a shaft. And during claim construction, the parties argued, well, does a shaft mean a bar or a rod? Or could it be the hollow piece within the wrench that the plaintiff is accusing? So the court could give it a broad construction, or it could give it a narrow construction. And this really could determine the outcome of the case. After claim construction, then there's discovery, and then summary judgment, which is really the phase where each party is given an opportunity to argue that, to the court, address the argument that, Your Honor, a trial isn't necessary here, because either no reasonable jury could find for the plaintiff or the defendant. But the argument is in those terms of no reasonable juror. We don't have to waste the court's or the jury's time with this case. Now, if the parties are unsuccessful at the summary judgment phase, then you have a trial, and that would be that last phase.